Hey, what's up? It's Ollie from Ollie's Drift Garage. I'm here today at RB Motoring, where I'll be assisting Josh Mitchell of RB in the buildup of this Rb25 long block in front of me. I can't wait to get started. I want 500 horsepower. Let's do this. Now, Josh from RB will clean out the oil squirters as the first step before installing. Next, we're going to install our main studs. Now we're ready to install the bearings into the block. Now I'm going to do one. One issue which Josh stressed the importance of was our crank collar. Here you can see a stock crank collar, and right here is where the working area is. As you can see, there's only a little bit of the crank collar that actually contacts the oil drive pump. Over here, we have our upgraded crank collar from Eric's Performance Parts, and as you can see, we have a huge amount of surface area. This ensures that we fully engage the oil pump and minimize the chance for it to fail. Now we're going to apply the ARP assembly lube, which comes with the ARP main studs. The measurements are all labeled on the package. On one side, you have inches. On the opposite side, you have millimeters. We're going to use millimeters since we're doing a Japanese engine. In installing our pistons, it's important to make sure that we have the proper ring orientation. Using a feeler gauge, Josh is going to measure the gap. Since we were tight, Josh took the ring to his ring cutting tool and is going to take off some material. Using the ring expander, there's a little technique to it. Now we're installing our wrist pin clips. Now we're ready to install the bearings into our rods. Now it's my turn to install one of the pistons. First, as Josh did, I'm going to make sure that all my ring gaps are in the correct position. The RB series of engines are prone to oil accumulation in the cylinder heads. This causes many issues, such as oil passing through the valve guides, lack of oil at the crank journal, the oil pump sucking up air instead of oil during excessive force, and just general pooling of oil in the head. Using the Tomei oil gallery orifice, we're going to prevent that from happening. Here in my hand, I have a Tomei metal head gasket. We went with Tomei because Tomei's head gaskets are a lot stronger than stock. Okay, prior to tightening anything down, as far as the head to the block goes, you want to make sure on all your corners that you're pretty much flush with the head gasket and the block. If you were using a set of cams that didn't have this cut out, you might actually want to start out without your cams installed first, and then tighten down your head, and then put on your cams. Because all you need to do with the Tomei ones is just turn it over a little bit, and you got the opening. Now that we're ready to install our water pump, Josh is applying some Ultra Blue Permatex liquid gasket. Now Josh is installing the oil pump gasket that came with our gasket rebuild kit from Phase 2 Motor Trend. Next, we're going to install the lower timing belt gear. You want to make sure the timing mark on your gear matches to the timing mark on the oil pump. We're going to get ready to install our cam seals. Now we're going to install the cam gear backing plate. Now we're ready to install our Tomei timing belt. Make sure all these marks are lined up when installing. We finally finished the upgrade of our Rb25 long block thanks to Josh Mitchell of RB Motoring. When we come back at our next set of DVDs, we're going to cover the installation of our KKR 560 Turbo from Automoto Australia. This should put us in the 500 horsepower range that we've been shooting for. So until then, I'll see you guys later.